Hey everyone, it's Ethan Gollins, and I sure am happy to hear from you. I hope you're having a great day. I'm not, but I hope you are. But I'm hoping my life gets better. Anyway, I'm here to talk about another great composer that a lot of people don't talk about, and I'm also here to talk about how basically there was a big change in religious music. It got a little bit more complicated and a bit more complex, and in my opinion, sometimes just a little bit more beautiful. And you see, back in the medieval times, most music had to be religious. You know, because it was all about the Catholic Church, and it had to be very simple, very brief, and just to the point. But in the Renaissance, there was a big rebirth of ideas in art, architecture, literature, as well as music. And, well, a big man of the Renaissance and whose religious music I really love is Orlando de Lassus. So, I hope you're ready to join me on this journey, because I know I sure am. Hopefully you enjoy this man's music. Orlando de Lassus. Orlando de Lassus was born on March 30th, 1530 in Mons, Belgium. As a child, he loved to sing in church, and he was such a beautiful singer. He was kidnapped by a rival church on 3 different occasions. I don't know what church would condone that, but okay. In 1544, at the ripe old age of 14, call him fortunate son because he was drafted into the army under the command of General Gonzaga. And he was under the command of Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. And basically, it was a big war against the Holy Roman Emperor, King Henry VIII, and the Kingdom of France. Yeah, you remember the fat guy who killed all his wives? Yeah, that King Henry VIII. So anyway, the King Henry, he was on the side of the Holy Roman Empire, which was the same side Orlando was on. Okay, and they were all in a war against France because everybody hated France back then because they're rude. Anyway. So, the war that I'm talking about, there were a lot of wars like it, and, well, I'll save you the suspense. It was kind of boring, so I'll just save you the suspense. Anyway, in July of 1544, Orlando marched into the siege of Saint-Dizier, but anyway, it was basically a big siege, and a siege is when an army surrounds a city and just waits it out. That really is all that happens. And the war ended with a peace treaty, a very boring way to end a very boring war. In 1545, Orlando was stationed in Italy and loved it. He studied music in Italy, because, well, that is where music theory was invented, in Italy and around the Pope. And he grew to love the Pope and the Catholic Church. He wrote pieces dedicated to the Pope, particularly Pope Marcellus. In 1553, he got the honor to work in St. John's Church in Rome, and the job was later given to another great Renaissance composer, Palestrina. After his time in Italy, he got out of the army, and he moved to Antwerp, which was back in his homeland of Belgium, in 1555. Yes, at the age of 25. And he stayed there for a couple years, and in 1557, he moved to Bavaria, Germany, where he lived for the rest of his life. And Bavaria, Germany is a very beautiful place. Please feel free to look it up. Anyway, the reason why I'm talking to you about him today is, well, I'm glad to talk to you on this fine day, a fine Sunday. He wrote over 2,000 religious songs. That is an amazing, amazing time. That's just amazing. In the 40 years he wrote music, he wrote 2,000 pieces. 2,000 in his entire life. That's an amazing achievement, and I'm going to share some of it with you because I think Catholic Church music is some of the most beautiful religious music. Hold on, it should be coming up soon.
Matona Mia Cara, mi volere canzon. Matona Mia Cara, mi volere canzon. Cantar sotto finestra, lanze col compagno. Don don don, tiri tiri don don don.
I'm sorry, I just had to laugh at that. Dee dee dun dun dun. I'm sorry, I know I'm showing a lack of maturity. But I just need to laugh at that. I'm sorry, I've had a rough time, and I just I need to laugh, okay? Do you understand? I just need to laugh. Anyway, that piece I just played for you was Matona Mia Cara, and this one is Motet de Pacem Domine.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? Some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard. It was beautiful. And that was Motet de Pacem Domine by Orlando de Lassus. Don't worry, I'll put these all in the description for you, so you can look them up yourself. All right. And the third and final piece I have for you today by this Lassus man is Musica de donum optimi. And I have played this piece before. It's very, very beautiful, very emotional. I love it so very much. It's very near and dear to me, and I really hope you enjoy it. Yeah, that was beautiful, isn't it? It certainly was a gift from God. That piece was called Musica donum optime. And that means music is a gift from God. It certainly is. Well, that about ends my show for today. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I sure had fun talking to you about all this beautiful music. And remember, music really is a gift from God. It is. Thank you. Goodbye now.